We've just heard from children about what they find important about different spaces. And we're going to unpick this a bit, and it reminds me of when we had our first group that came here to my home, and it was the things that the children said in their reflections that taught us what we needed to know in order to replicate this model of Jamie's Farms. Here, I don't have to watch my back, was said to me by a young man from Hackney, and I've heard it 100 or more times by children who visit the farms. Because too often they're living with hypervigilance in the streets, in their communities, even in their families, they're on alert. Security seems to come in many ways, but in their words, here there are no sirens. When we feel safe, we're at our best, and it's only then that we can fully engage in relationships, use our imaginations and creativity, learn and think. They talked about loving the homely spaces of being all around one table to eat together, to chat, to share stories, to communicate. They loved cooking together, and they loved hanging out together, bouncing on robust sofas, having old furniture that they were interested in what the history of this was, rather than something that might break if they leant against it. Every child needs something different, whether it is the space for freedom, to play, or whether it is the cosy space to feel contained and safe. On our farms, we're lucky. We have access to nature, to gardens, fields, animals, woodland, ancient buildings, all of which have got us different associative qualities. The beauty of nature can move the spirit of the most insulated child. It can bring a smile to the face of a reticent teenager, or bring to a standstill the blustering, noisy, argumentative teenager. Beauty is free. It can be found staring into the flames around a campfire. It could be found in a city park or a small back garden, in pictures, films, art, music. But children come to us often not having had previous experience of its impact and benefits. But then when they leave, they go on to actively search out beauty as if it was a food. They search out nature, peace, and on return to their homes and schools, they can organise themselves sometimes. We had some girls who formed a group to picnic in the park each weekend. They were searching out adventures, new spaces, socialising together, and enjoying the exploration of new and different. It's our task at Jamie's Farm to create places and spaces of safety and inspiration.